And as we do this, let me introduce our group here. The Landscaping National Champions, 4 key members of BYU's title program, having just won their 2nd straight national championship and their 6th in the last 7 years. A pleasure to welcome Tyler Stewart from Tooele, Tahis Ibanez from Rexburg, Idaho, also captain of the swim and dive team there, okay. And let's see, we've got Kinsey Flores of Tip City, Ohio, and Tucker Thompson from Kansas City at 6'6" and standing all of 6'6". First of all, congratulations and welcome to the Wise Guys.
Thank you.
Okay, so what we're going to do, since we've never had 4, and there's that big giant trophy, which is awesome.
That's nice.
What we're going to do is have you snuggle in a little bit, and then as we ask you questions, just kind of lean into the mic. You'll have to lean. Some of us will have to step up. But this is good. The athletic department gets so much attention for its successes, but winning is nothing new for the landscape department. How does it feel to be number 1?
Amazing.
Feels good.
Yeah, feels great.
What's so great about it? We'll just go right down the line. Tell me what's so great about being number 1?
Well, I think it's really exciting that even though there is always, the team always changes, there's always incoming freshmen or new to the major, and then there's always graduating seniors. I think it's just fun that the culture of working hard and being winners is just so deep that people just give their hearts, and it's just really exciting to be part of the process.
That's awesome.
I don't even know where to begin. I don't know. It's really awesome. I don't know. I never thought hey, landscaping, there's a national competition. Who thinks that?
I didn't
Right?
even know there was.
Who does? So it's
Right.
just cool. People are like, oh, I saw you won this cool competition. And I'm like, yeah, just landscaping. It's really awesome. So it's just weird. It's cool to be different, I think.
You know what? My wife would say the same thing about football. Relay football. There's a football team over there. I guess that's cool that they're number 1. So it's all perspective, right? How does it feel to be on top?
It feels great. It's awesome. It really helps show how many great resources we have and how much passion all of our advisors and our fellow students have to motivate each one of us every single day when we're learning in class and practicing in the various fields that we're choosing.
I think it's just cool that we spend a lot of time working towards this, and this is an opportunity for us to show what we've been learning in school and be part of that and to compete. I miss competing a little bit. I played sports in high school, and this is a fun way to get my major or be involved in competing with my major.
You guys get recruited? Get on scholarship?
Yeah, I'm actually on an NIL deal right now.
You're going to get them now.
Right.
You won the title. So how do you win a national championship? Is it like a track meet in this type of event, and everyone contributes scores? How do you end up number 1?
Yeah, I would say very much like a track meet. And I even relate it to swimming since I do swimming.
Right.
Everybody just does their own events. Some events are individual, some are in teams. And even though some events are so different, Kinsey was in design, where you are actually drawing out a design, and then I was in a business management, which was just taking a test. So it's very different events.
Wait. Taking a test was one event?
Yeah.
Crazy. I couldn't be on the team.
That would be too much for you.
Couldn't be on the team.
So, even though it's the different events and everybody is just giving in different ways, it's all of the points combined together at the end. So.
Okay. All right. So now let's get specific here. So Tyler, you are the back-to-back title holder in the Hardscape Installation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us what that is. How do you win that?
So my event, you build a patio. You're given a plan for an 8 foot by 8 foot paver patio with a fire pit built into it. That's the plan for this year. Every year it changes a little bit. And you're given an hour and 50 minutes.
To build a patio?
Yeah,
with
to
a
build
fireplace.
a patio.
The guys fixing my patio taking 6 months.
Gotta get Tyler in there.
You did it in an hour and a half?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little patio, but it's hard to finish. There's a lot of teams that don't finish their patios. Most teams don't finish. That's part of the challenge. I believe most teams there can finish and do a good job building it, but it's doing it fast and doing it good. And you build it, and then they judge who builds the patio.
Awesome.
And you went back-to-back champions.
Yeah, I won last
Yeah, we got to
year,
get
too.
like Home Depot or
Double
something.
rings. Home Depot should be here. Okay, Kinsey, interior landscape design. By the way, you're 6 months pregnant.
I am 7 months.
7 months pregnant.
A little over.
A boy is on the way named Maverick. Is that from Top Gun?
No, it's not. Me and my husband actually have never seen Top Gun, which is so funny. We
And he just
love
came
the
up
name.
with Maverick.
Yeah.
When I saw the name Maverick, I go, they must have seen Top Gun.
No, actually, it's funny.
Is that your favorite gas station? Maverick? You're the
We
Maverick?
do like Maverick, but that's not where my husband loves his Diet Coke, but that's
No names come from a gas station.
Only other Maverick I know.
Okay, so look, we're excited to see Maverick in a couple of months. So good luck finishing with that. But tell us how you won, or how you competed enough to get enough points to help the team win in interior landscape design.
It's a lot of practicing, like a lot of them. I mean, most of the events are timed, and so a lot of it is getting down, your time management. So I just had to practice, my graphic skills and getting in everything that the clients need. Like they'll give you the paper right then and there that you got to read through the client needs, and getting those in and down with good graphics is like the key to it. So it's tricky. There are a lot of schools that didn't finish a design or things like that. There's even a guy that he came in like an hour late, but he finished.
Of course, it was a guy.
Yeah.
He comes in an hour late.
Well, he was doing another competition. He was doing 2. So he was like coming from another one. It was crazy, but he did really well too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That is crazy.
We're thrilled to have the members of the BYU Landscape National Championship team on the Wise Guys, presented by Brady Plus and distributed by the Deseret News. Our live stream has people watching from all over the world tonight. So there's Idaho Falls in the house, even one up the street in Orem. But before you got here, we had Singapore, Tokyo, and Panama. So this is cool. You're talking to BYU fans
The world.
all over the place. So Tahis, business management.
Yes.
Tell us about that. And we also know that your swim and dive team had their best finish in 34 years. So congratulations with that as well.
you.
So
Thank
your
you.
event, how'd that go?
Okay, business management. So when you're given an event, usually the faculty member will assign that to you based on what they think you'll do best at. And the only business class I had ever taken was accounting. So I was like, well, we'll see how this goes. And it was actually a lot of fun. The studying, not so much, because you just get a book. And it's like 200 and so pages. And you just read the whole book and read so much vocab and so many definitions and so much math for accounting and how a business works. So you are, on the day of the event, you're just given the test and they say ready, set, go. And I can tell you I've never felt so much adrenaline before taking a test.
No kidding.
So it was a lot of fun though. It was really a very unique type of competition. Especially when you relay it back to the competition that I'm used to.
Yeah.
But I mean, the energy and the adrenaline, I would say, is just the same.
So compare that to hearing the gun sound before you've got to jump in the pool and do your race. Is it about the same?
I didn't think it would be, but it definitely is. Because they have the timer ready and they say, okay, turn your test over, like time starts. And I turned it over and I was like, holy cow. Like, this is it. This is the moment we've been waiting for.
That is awesome. Good job. All right, Tucker, you're the club president for next year. So you got a lot going on. You won first place in the sales competition. What'd you do?
Well, it's a little different than the rest. I start my event a couple weeks before we get there. It's a role play event. And so I get a scenario for the clients and a property in Denver. And I have to come up with a design that meets their needs and do a Zoom interview with the 2 professionals role playing as the clients. And then I just practice. I have to practice learning how to address their needs, learning to figure out what it is that they want and what it is that they need and what we can provide. And then I have less than 10 minutes to help resolve any concerns they have in the role play, and I am judged by a panel of judges on how well I did in various categories.
Yeah, were you nervous?
I was so nervous. I was sweating through my shirt after I looked at the video afterwards. I was like, that's so embarrassing.
Well, David on the stream says, could you please ask any of them here, have they considered the transfer portal to leverage their potential NIL deals?
I'm staying at BYU.
That's hilarious.
What do the 10 overall national titles say about BYU's landscape department? And why should other students give them a look when thinking about how to get a job after college? What are all these national titles? What does it say about what you got going on over there?
I just think it's interesting. I don't think a lot of people think about the green industry and thinking like, I'm going to go into landscaping. They just kind of think like, oh, it's the person that comes and mows my lawn.
Yeah.
That's what they think of when the green industry, but it's so much more than that. Like business management, there's so much business that goes into it. I think things like that. There's design, like there's art that goes into it, and there's biology, like people can learn plants and learn about the health of them and how it affects your health, you know. And I think that is a really interesting aspect about it, and so I like that this competition shows how much like each individual thing is included in the green industry. And I feel like when you win and when you have things like that, you get to share, hey, this is so much more than just mowing a lawn.
Yeah.
And people want to be a part of that. And people love being outside. And so when they realize you can do that for a living and help other people enjoy outdoor spaces, it's really awesome.
So usually, like, when you are in a top tier program in almost any industry, you're going to have recruiters, right? Not for sports, but, you know, in the corporate world, recruit you guys. How does that happen? Has it to start early just because of all the accolades that you guys have? Like these corporate, organizations are coming in. You guys are, on the radar.
Something that I think it's really cool about that, and I honestly wasn't expecting so much of it, but it really is like network. We're there for a full week, and there is so many companies that are just so thrilled to have you on their team because they know that you're serious about this. They know that you are in the industry and you want to continue a career. And I feel like I'm a pretty social person, and I feel like my social battery was dying. I was like, this is a lot of talking, but it's really good. And I feel like they do a really good job at giving you all the opportunities you need and want so that you can be successful in the career. We did a little homework. The BYU landscape program's ranked among the top 3 in the country, feeds an industry that generates $100 billion in annual revenue in this country. So how do you feel about opportunities to get a job once this experience is over?
I feel really confident about work opportunities. It is really cool to be part of BYU. It's kind of interesting. I remember as a freshman coming into the program, it was just like companies, if you at these career fairs and stuff like that, just being a BYU student was just such a, I just felt like I already had a leg up on everyone.
Really?
And we go to multiple career fairs and different activities with companies all over the country that are trying to hire us, and there are lots of job opportunities for all of us upon graduation.
We should clip this for recruits. That clip
oh yeah,
right
we're sending it to them. I think we both went to BYU a few years ago. Everyone comes to school so they can get a job when they're done. For athletes, they want to go to the show, and for accountants, they want to go to work for the firm, and the same thing for you guys. Are no different. We just happen to be in one of the best programs in the country.
Right.
So you got that going for you, and you're number 1. That helps too, right? Okay, are you ready to take this up a notch? Because all this was fine and good, but now we're going to find out some stuff about you. Does that sound okay? All right. 5 questions here is presented by Strategy Square. Give your online business a boost with Chantal at strategysquare.co. Now, Brian's going to ask each of you a question. Now, the show is pretty open-ended, but we don't want to be here all night. So this is more rapid fire, what's on your mind, to answer these questions. There'll be 5 of them. We're going to give each one a chance to answer. And we'll start this way, but then we'll mix it up so that you don't have to just get it cold turkey. Perfect. So that we'll be fair. This is not a contest, but this is going to be a lot of fun. And when we're done, our audience is going to know a lot more about the 4 of you. Sound good?
Okay.
Velo, you ready?
This is going to be just like how you guys get timed in your events. It's like that. Yes. Yep. Exactly. Okay. Favorite movie?
Oh, favorite what is
Movie.
Oh man, I'm gonna say Back to the Future.
Back to the
Ooh, that's a
Future,
good one.
classic.
I'm gonna go Interstellar.
Interstellar.
Oh, you have my heart. That's my favorite movie. Interstellar.
I haven't even seen Interstellar. Isn't it like 4 or 5 hours long?
Yes, pretty
Yeah.
good.
Is it
It's
pretty
pushing
long?
3.
Pushing 3?
Yes, yeah.
Okay,
It's a
all
good
right.
3 though. It's a good.
Yeah.
I'd say Mission Impossible. I'm excited for May.
For
the
part
new
2?
one, yeah.
Yeah. Nice. That's
It's been a long wait from part 1.
It has.
That's because didn't he
I'll
break?
rewatch all of them.
Didn't he break his leg like 5 times? That's why. Is that the delay?
I don't know.
Oh.
Tom Cruise?
Yeah, I thought.
He does whatever he wants. He does whatever he wants. Favorite movie?
For me, it's Cars. It's the first movie I remember watching in the movie theater, and it still just has a special place in my heart.
That's a good one.
You're so much younger than us. All
All right,
right.
now we're gonna go this way.
Okay.
Okay. Favorite singer or band?
Oh, lately I've been loving George Strait.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I love country, and George Strait is just what I've been listening to a lot lately.
He's an icon, George Strait.
Yeah.
All right.
I like Morgan Wallen.
Morgan Wall, another country.
Yep.
Okay. You don't have to love country to be a landscape national champion. Right?
Correct.
All right, Kinsey.
Coldplay, probably.
Oh, Coldplay. Good.
Mine's gotta be Demi Lovato.
Okay. Demi Lovato.
Okay.
Good.
Not country
Awesome.
over here.
All right, going back this way now. Favorite ice cream?
Oh, pistachio. Yeah.
Pistachio.
Pistachio.
Some kind of black raspberry chocolate. I don't know. I like fruit in my ice cream. Yeah.
What do you mean with some kind of black
I
cherry?
was gonna
raspberry?
I don't know. There's
If you
like
walked into Baskin
raspberry.
Robbins and said, "I'd like some kind of black cherry,"
yeah,
would
give me
they know what
something
it
like
is?
that.
I was
Yeah.
gonna ask you, was that answer predicated on the baby,
Maybe.
the pregnancy?
She got a lot of flavors in there.
Exactly.
That's probably where it's coming from.
Oh, anything with graham crackers in it. Any ice cream shop that has graham crackers.
So, are you over there at the creamery with that Graham Canyon stuff? You like that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the Ben and Jerry's smaller one.
Okay.
that's a good one.
That's the one I go to just down the street in the store when I need
That's
a
the
little
go-to?
late night pick me up.
Okay.
Cookies and cream.
Cookies and
Nice.
cream. Okay. Those are
Okay.
all great.
Now we're going back this way. Favorite BYU moment?
Favorite BYU moment?
Could be anything.
Oh, well, I have a lot, and so it's really hard to say, but the one that came to my mind first is I was watching, I can't remember what BYU football game it was. No, this is bad.
Give us a hint. Give us a hint. We'll help you out.
Well, I just remember, so I was coming back from, I competed in a different landscaping competition, and we were flying back, and me and my two partners, my two teammates, it was in October, and it was this last year, and we were flying back, and we all watched the game in the airport. We were sitting next to each other, and we were all watching it on our like little TV screen, and then when the game wasn't over because it went into overtime. And so we were like hurried and ran to the car, and we're listening to the game on the radio, and we were driving down I-15, and I just remember we like made a touchdown with hardly any time to go.
Oh, is it Oklahoma State, maybe?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was the Oklahoma State game.
Yeah.
And we were just so excited in the middle of I-15. We like almost pulled over the car and just cheered.
That's awesome. The stadium was nuts.
Yeah.
Who'd have thought that was going to happen?
Yeah, it was crazy.
Okay, that's a great moment. By the way, David from New Brunswick, Canada, is on the stream tonight, so that brings in another country.
Yeah.
All waiting for your answer.
I would probably say when we beat Utah. I
Nice.
was actually just lying in bed because I had been wiped all day.
Yeah.
But the party did not stop outside. I just sat there and listened to the whole thing, and that you could feel the energy. You just lying in bed, just waiting.
Amazing,
in anticipation.
because that was as improbable as the one you were talking about.
That's true.
I do remember the Utah game too.
I actually, after we did the post game show, I actually went. Me and Uncle B went and celebrated.
Is that right?
We were outside. Yeah, I had my car parked in the middle of the street. Everybody was. Yep. That was.
People
yeah,
were
that's
cheering
me.
all over campus. It was nuts.
I apologize.
Okay.
Maybe I'm going a different direction.
It
but
doesn't have to be
when-
football. Right?
Yeah, when I got into BYU, I would say that's the best moment.
How'd you find out?
It was like early in the morning, and my mom was asleep on the couch, and I was pouring myself some cereal, and I was like, oh, I got an email. Then I read it, and I got in, and I was like, Mom, I got into BYU. She's like, what? And it was great.
Is that like, see, for my mission call, it came in the mail and I had to open it up, and now you just get emails? Was it still just as exciting?
Yeah,
Just like click, well, there it is.
It's the click. You know, like with you and the tears, it's the clicks that's the
It's
anticipation.
the
I
anticipation of
did get
that.
a letter eventually, though.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it came with some socks. That was pretty awesome, too.
With some socks. Awesome. All right, your BYU moment.
Yes, it is hard to pick. I am gonna have to go with one from swim.
Okay.
I really enjoyed our senior swim meet this year, just because, I mean, as a senior, it is just a lot more emotional and full of so much excitement, and it's such a bittersweet moment, but just being there with my team and the coaches and my loved ones up in the stands, and just feeling the pride of being a BYU Cougar was such an incredible moment.
That's awesome.
Nice.
So, who's all going to be back next year? Is everyone back?
The three of us will.
Three?
Thais, you're graduating. Though,
You're
right?
out.
I'll be graduating in December.
So, after you win again next year, will you come back?
Of course.
For sure.
And you can bring that trophy and this one just to, just back to backs. And you're done with. Are you walking next month?
I'll be walking, well, technically next April, because
Okay.
I am finishing in December.
Good.
But I'm hoping to actually do grad school at BYU. Just BYU can't get rid of me.
BYU's happy to have you here.
Thank you.
Hey, congratulations, and thank you for coming in here and giving us a chance to talk about your department, which is elite around the country, and the fact that you are a #1 national champions. And there are not a lot of them on campus. If you run into some of the cheer squad, they're going to say they're #1 because they won something over the weekend. It seemed like the Cougarettes always win. But for everyone else, they're chasing it, except for cross country, because they chased it and got it.
Yep.
So you're right up there with them. So I hope you feel good about that. And we wish you the best. We'll see you guys next year, and we wish you the best. We'll see you next year, too. In fact, you can come back with them as an emeritus
Oh, I love
to
that.
celebrate that. Does that sound good?
Yes.
All right. Thank you, guys. Thanks for being
Thank
here.
you so much.
That's awesome. And congratulations. From alums here on the stream, we're proud of you, and good
Yeah.
job.
Yeah.
Good job. And by the way, you are the tallest landscape national champion we've ever seen.
Thank you. I get that a lot.
And we know you love the Chiefs. So Andy Reid was on our show not long ago, and we love him, and you're a Kansas City guy. So hope you can get back to another Super Bowl and win one.
I hope not.
That's the hope. Well,
I hope not.
Sorry.
I'm a
Gotta go
Bengals,
against
so-
you.
You heard
Yeah,
his
yeah.
story.
Yeah.
You what?
I'm a
Bengals.
Bengals, so
Oh,
I
yeah.
hope not.
Yeah,
Whoa.
The Bengals. That's a whole nother
I
story.
know.
That is,
Yeah,
that is,
it's
yeah.
really, truly.
All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
So there they are, 4 members of the national champion landscape team at BYU. And here on the Wise Guys, live on YouTube, we're live on Facebook, live on Twitch, and at wiseguys.com.